Hey guys, in our previous video on the concept of what we refer to as autonomic nervous system, we said that this basically is going to be an involuntary section of the nervous system that is going to be involved in the regulation of body involuntary responses and relaying information to some body organs. And in our display today, we're going to look at the various aspects of this specific of course, connection between the central nervous system and other basic parts of this sympathetic and the parasympathetic section. And of course, I've just given this one in terms of this particular display. And I hope that it is going to be more elaborate, especially when we're going to consider me just do an expansion of this specific section. So I hope that this is more elaborate. So as we're going to see, I mentioned that basically the autonomic nervous system is going to be categorized into two broader divisions. And the first one was sympathetic nervous system, and then the parasympathetic nervous system. And in this particular case, they said that the sympathetic nervous system is going to be involved or initiated in times of what we call emergence or flight and fight. And of course, this specific section is going to be involved in normal everyday conditions, of course, which are going to be involved when the body is at rest or normal functioning anomally. So in this particular case, then therefore we can be able to see that whenever we are going to consider various organs that we see, this is going to be the air exchange, or rather the gaseous exchange system. This is a cardiovascular or the circulatory system, and this is the digestive system together with this. And of course, we're going to see the renal system together with the liver being involved in that. Of course, this is going to stimulate some activities like detoxification and other areas. So I'm going to consider this one together with this, and then this is going to be the digestive system together with this. And of course, this is going to be the renal system still, which is going to be involved. And these are reproductive response that we're going to see being initiated in this. Talked about the afferent and the efferent, and this is going to be given in terms of a color code. So therefore, this is going to be showing the preganglionic and the postganglionic sections that are mentioned in one of our videos. So therefore, as we can be able to see, there is a very elaborate plan between the central nervous system and of course or the central nervous system and various parts of an organ. For instance, if we look at these specific nerves, these are going to be situated at of course this thoracic vertebrae region of the thoracic cavity, the thoracic region, of course, which we are going to see this specific case. In our discussion about the various types of vertebrae, we had said that they are going to have a physical or a foramen which is going to provide an allowance for passage of the neural spine. And of course, this is going to be all the spinal cord. And of course, this is going to be the region which is going to house this specific portion of the spinal cord. Therefore, this region of the spinal cord is going to provide a response that is going to be, of course, as we have said, from this specific section, which is, of course, a postganglionic part of this particular coordination. So therefore, if we are trying to consider the acceleration of the heartbeat, then therefore this is going to be an activity that is going to be, of course, a sympathetic activity, as we had said from our discussion. And of course, this activity is going to be initiated in case of an emergency response or flight, whereby the heartbeat is going to beat at a relatively higher rate. So in a relaxed or a normal activity, we're going to see that the heart rate is going to be slowed in some way. So therefore, if we try to consider another one, like stimulation of digestion is a normal activity, but inhibition of digestion is going to be an activity that is going to be initiated maybe in some kind of an emergency or some kind of maybe activity that's not normal to the body. And therefore, that's going to be what we refer to as an emergency response. So therefore, as we are going to see, this specific section is going to consist of what we refer to as a sympathetic section. And then this is going to consist of what we refer to as a parasympathetic actions, which are going to be taken like stimulated salivation. Of course, this is going to be a normal activity which is going to occur during digestion. But inhibition, of course, is going to be an of course activity which is going to take place under a constrained condition or perhaps an emergency condition, respectively. So therefore, as we're going to see later, these are going to be activities, as we have mentioned, in various parts of our organs, which are going to be initiated by those two processes of of course, sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous conditions, as we have mentioned. So basically, that's going to form a summary of what we have discussed, insofar as autonomic nervous or involuntary nervous system is concerned. And of course, check our description boxes for various links of other videos which are related to this, and they are going to assist us in trying to comprehend the overall concept of nervous system in humans. So that is it for now, guys. Bye. God bless you. Catch us in our next video.